Hello, this is Chair playing Oxygen Not Included. The goal for today is finally, unlike last time, to be able to go to this asteroid over here, build a telescope, find out if there's any planets around this guy, and collect some more resources, probably thinking more lead, fossil, these little critters, water, and copper ore and all that, and bring it back to the homeworld. Cedric asks, what's the overall goal? And I'm realizing I haven't covered that actually with you guys. So I actually had two things in mind, which I'll share with you now. First one is I want to build a rocket and have the walls melted. So this little guy here with, if I can go inside here, probably melt this. And I've done this for normal dupes, but the question is, if I do that, and I want to have a rocket that can actually support dupes, bionic dupes, what would I do around this rocket to make that happen so that they could go in space and the farthest reaches and have more than just one or two, maybe even five, perhaps even all six of the bionic dupes in here for a long time? So that's one thing I'll be doing. The other thing is I just want to make this space self-sustainable for the long term. Meaning, and I might even do this, I might actually at one point, I don't know what cycle, but I'll let this run and run for maybe 500 cycles or something. We'll get, and just show that we still have dupes that are alive. So we still have oxygen, we still have them powered up and that type of thing, being able to walk around, as well as a high quality of life. So those are the things, but so that's the long-term stuff. So the short-term stuff is getting at, well, just one thing on the long-term stuff. One thing I've got to think about, eventually, all this hot stuff here is going to cool down. So getting power from these two steam turbines won't be a thing. So at some point, I'm going to have to replace that, and we'll see what I need to do to make that happen. All right, let me get the camera off. And I will start doing some preparations for this mission, which means probably loading some stuff inside this rocket. There was one other comment I had forgot about. This was from Duke, who mentions, didn't I essentially create a cycle where these little batteries here, once they become empty, hit the floor? This auto sweeper will take them, put them in here, dump them over here. If there's a spot available, it'll be put into one of these power bank chargers, but I also have this here where I'm putting eco power banks, so the dupes could, in theory, bring them back here from in there and kind of go back and forth. Yeah, that, oh, wasn't that higher oh, it wasn't higher priority. Yes, we want to have that go in here. And my concern, and now the problem I have, let's imagine we get a battery somewhere else other than here, an empty one. Because I've marked these as low priority, I'm concerned that they're just going to stay there forever, or for a very long time. Yeah, like I say, kind of don't have space. Okay, this is the nice thing. These are at level 4, the auto sweepers will do this. Well, you know what, we'll see how this runs long term. But maybe I will have to have some sort of bin somewhere such that these auto sweepers have access to them. Anyways, let's start this space mission. So what I'm thinking is we're going to build a telescope, and I want some dupe that is going to operate that very well. I just have a look inside here. Don't believe that we've got any research or boosters. None in here. There's very few. If I go to the skills menu, surprised that I don't have more. I've got 5 here. Oh, I see. If you add, oh, technically if you add those, okay. And does anyone else have a research booster on? There's 5. Okay, maybe just one more then, because I want to make sure whoever is operating that telescope can operate very effectively. So just make sure that, whoops, not the right one. Get a research booster, because that's the main mission that we're trying to do, is get a telescope on that other asteroid and see what there is to see. Oh, wait a minute, that's not, we don't have to do that. That's even easier. Nice. One research booster coming up. Let's go inside this rocket. We've got these guys, and I'm going to start to load this with stuff that we want to take with us. So to start with, I've asked for the eco power banks, certain amount of weight and gear bombs to be brought in. I'm planning on bringing 5 of the dupes, so we'll have one of the dupes here stay by. That's going to be the dupe that doesn't have an Atmo suit, unless maybe we get an Atmo suit created. Well, even if we do. Oh, hold on. Maybe. Aha. Okay, I guess we're going to have everyone with Atmo suits, but still I'm probably going to keep one of these dupes back. Zeta, is that you? That does not have, I think it is. So this is actually quite nice. Follow cam. Center of attention. Let's get you to move in here. Not let you leave. Nice. So everyone now has Atmo suits. How do I ensure that this gets... I don't want to have these guys hang up their suit in here. Is this going to work? Disable auto repair, maybe disable. I don't know that disable building's going to do anything, but... Oh yeah, and I priority load of material, so maybe do this inside the rocket. Destroy that thing, destroy it, destroy it, destroy it. Okay, good. And we can take this out, that out, this out, and this out. And let's move you over here. Oh, also, Duke, I think you also pointed out, I think I fixed this at the end of the last episode, but yeah, the issue I was having not getting critters here was because the max was set to 2, so thanks for that. Alright, so inside a rocket, I was showing some of the material. Gear bombs, so we've got 18 units of gear bomb, 85 eco power banks, still have more. I don't want to take all the gear bomb. So we've done something wrong. What did I do wrong? Alright, so... Oops. Let's see. Gear bomb weighs... Oh, the total mass... Oh, I see. The total mass is... That. Let me do a little calculation. I'll figure out how to get this right. I'm going to ask for 160 kilograms of gear bomb to be brought in here. So, oh yeah, we need more batteries loaded as well, so we'll let that run for a little bit more. Make sure that we don't take them all. 136 at the moment. Can let that hit the ground. Okay, so I think I did the weight on this. Where's 179? I think 180 is what I had calculated that should work out as, so that's good. Let's go over and grab all our boosters. That's our booster. Algae, we have 5 tons, so we've got oxygen for the way there. Boosters are going to be important because obviously we want to have digging and building. I feel like... Oh. Apparently we are short microchips. I did not realize. Let me adjust the schedule. Add just a little bit more sleep. Just before we go anywhere, I think I may have found one thing that we want to fix. We've got this line of hydrogen building up, and that's resulting in this guy not pumping any. So what I'm going to do is basically direct this to go in here. Oh. That's going to actually become backed up if this thing continually runs, though it will turn off at times. Also, that also may cause confusion. Okay, yeah, I did not plan that well. I have an infinite storage of hydrogen. I just have to question, how can I access it? I don't 100% know. I think if I destroy this temporarily, that I can build this bridge. And if I can, that would send hydrogen here. And when this becomes too low pressure, this pump will turn off and we'll get our hydrogen in. Not if I could get in here easily, I would probably design this so that the priority goes the other way around. But I think I can live with that. Okay, so that takes care of that. Let's put this in and seal that off. Where are we with temperatures? It's warm. It may be that the amount of steam in there is not quite enough. Oh, 160, yeah. Alright, I feel like I'm going to be coming back in there at one point. But, okay, so there we go. This is sending hydrogen in there. So that won't go down towards the base. Okay, so with that done, hopefully I don't get too distracted with a whole bunch of things to do in here. So this is all our boosters. Is that all I need? Gear bomb, LG, a bunch of batteries. Let me just do some thinking and maybe we'll go on a mission. So I did think of one thing. Why don't we bring coal with us? These little critters down here have been making coal for us, and I do have coal power generators available to us. So that would be a power source to be able to keep these dupes alive while they do their mission over here. The other thing is hydrogen. Why don't we collect some of this excess hydrogen that we have way too much of at the moment? Make a priority of getting these things built. Add in an additional one right there. Make a max that, and a max of that. And the dupes can go collect some coal for us. Which one is this? Is the one here. Okay, when that hits 200, I'll hit the empty storage. Alright, and that gives us some hydrogen that I can throw in the rocket. So I'll do that. We'll load in a little bit more. Probably won't need that guy there, actually. So our coal, 28 tons in here. Oh, I see. We're full. Okay, copy that. Let's just bring more then. I would rather have an excess than not enough. So that is ready for emptying. So we'll take this and send this in here. Maybe one more, and I feel like we're gonna be good after that. Temperatures in here, Why don't we, I feel like more is needed. Liquid, that is. Let's just throw this in there and that in there. And 68. And I'll even keep them available to us for the future, but let's empty this. I'm going to say we are ready to go. Let's take this and put this inside a rocket. Make sure that gets loaded. We've got lots of coal, which is great. Let's enable this before I forget. Okay. I'll do one final check, and then we'll go on this mission. So one final thing before we go. This is one of those moments I am where when I go launch, I could have massive regrets of what I might forget. But I think one of the biggest risks I have when I get to this asteroid is if any of the dupes get sick in their Atmos suit, they're going to have to take it off and not be able to put it back in. But that also might happen inside the rocket itself. So I'm thinking, why don't we just put a tile in these two little locations to be able to take care of that. So we'll make this go in. Do I have to do this one first? I think maybe, just to be safe, do that. And that one. And then build this one, guys. Alright, so that just makes it a little bit better. It's not perfect. I could continue on, but is that overdoing it? Okay, let's go. So, I think I'm going to have the same plan as I did last time. Basically, Epsilon can stay here. They're the one that can cook and work with critters. Speaking of critters, didn't I see this guy here? Remove you. Let's take you and locate you up in here. Oh my, I'm nervous. Alright. Let's put in a crew. Probably, yeah, everyone but Epsilon already selected from last time. Perfect. Let's crew this up. And we are going to go land here. Actually, yeah, I would want to make sure this doesn't become locked. That's not awesome. Put that in a decent place then. Alright, the crew is inside. Begin launch. Are we waiting for someone? Pilot boarded. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. But we need to nominate someone as a pilot. Any one of these guys will do. Got 3 piloting boosters. Eventually, I will want to have more. So it'll be 0.2 cycles until we arrive. Alright, almost there, guys. Actually, how is things looking in here? Oxygen-wise, not great. We do have the algae trying to do what it can. So we'll see these guys arrive. Awesome, so one of the first things probably want to do, that makes sense. Dig off that. Someone needed to use the gunk extractor. Beta, being able to do that. And I recall that there's a bit of an issue if I keep all my, first of all, power banks inside the rocket. This is going to prevent the dupes from having to go inside the rocket to get these. Loading these guys up, which is fine. We don't have the automation we do in the homeworld. I'll decide whether that's something I'll invest in or maybe not. And let's also bring in all our boosters too. I keep looking at the bottom of the menu. Uh-oh. Zeta. Why? We have eco power banks. Can't even click. Whoa. Why can I not click on... There we go. Okay, you're already set as a 9. So someone should be fixing you. I don't know what. Let's take this back out and that back out. I don't know if that's because the tiling, these guys have to stand on top of the battery to put it in. Anyway, that was a little strange and yet somewhat concerning. More gunk extractor. Let's make sure Gear Bomb is able to go. Do we get our solar panels operational? We have. We've got coal for our coal generators as well. let's be smart. Maybe start to load some coal in. So we can run these guys. So there's that. Maybe put the gear bomb down in here for convenience. To I don't know where. Maybe where we eat. Okay, so if we need some power, we've got coal as an option. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit of time and decide how we're going to do our mining and collecting. So here's my thought. I'm going to build a telescope here. I want half the telescope blocked for radiation protection. So we'll dig out this half of it like this. That's going to allow me to be able to give a partial view. This is a bit of a risky move, but whoever needs to dig that out, I'm hoping you don't get sick from radiation. Eek. But we're going to need some oxygen for this guy. So we're going to go down here where this electrolyzer is, and we'll fill this in like that. And then fill this in there and there. This is making me nervous. It's just... Okay, go. Before you get sick. I already see someone that's green. That's crazy. That was such a short period of time. Hole. Alright, so we get a door here so oxygen doesn't escape. Mechanized airlock. Probably going to need some ladders, won't we? Kind of dig this out. On this side, we'd also lose gases, though I'm less concerned. Just put a simple door there for now. Alright, I will go design the oxygen system over here. Is our oxygen system. Bring down heavy wire line for the power. Let's put in a gas shutoff right there. It's going to need some power. We'll need to look for oxygen. That can go right there. Let's see, put in 50. And let's look for oxygen. Okay, so that's running. Boom. Okay, this part of it. So we dig up tall enough. We did not. Okay. Keep digging here, guys. Let's have a look at this. So I should be able to place that right there now. I want this spot here to have perfect radiation protection. Not the case. How tall was that? Maybe, hopefully, if I put a single tile here, that will be enough. I guess we'll need a ladder going up. Okay, still not perfect. Not that it necessarily has to be perfect, but... oh, I know. Let's just do this. Let's put this in. Okay, so we've got... that's better. I'm just going to have to lower the telescope. Just don't want Whatever dupe's going to be here is going to be working there for a bit. And they can fill that in. Awesome. Now, this is where we have to dig up. Build up. Don't want anyone to have to go this way. In fact, I don't necessarily want to block anyone, but we'll see how this works. So we're going to have to dig down. Let's get some ladders up there. Oh, and okay. Dupes are liable to get sick in this process. So. Oh, don't just stand there. Don't just stand there. Okay, oh, and of course we're also going to have meteorites land on us. It's gonna... I'm gonna have a sick dupe, I know it. I just know it. Okay, dig and get. Okay, and let's take this out. Right, and then let's put in this telescope, which can now go... Whoa, careful. That needs to be there. So the dupe who operates this is going to be right here. I want them to be in the radiation protection, otherwise this was pointless. That will need some power. Oh, and it'll also need, of course, the oxygen that we were working on. So let's go from here. Send that in here. Gas bridge like that. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have did any cleanup on the telescope until the meteorites are done. Alright, so there is a telescope, and we'll nominate Beta to do all the research. Applied Sciences, Astronomy, Research. Whoops. Beta, Research. We never did get that final one made, did we? No one else happens to be wearing... Okay, well, that's fine. So we should see Beta be able to use that. No power. What? Oh, are we... No. We'd be running coal if we were out and there's... Okay. Unless that transformer can't... No, it's not strained. Oh, I connected into the solar panel line. Oh. Dumb. Okay. Let's not do that. How about... do this. Cut across there. And connect into there. Okay, so now we need to wait for some oxygen in there. I can now go to doing... Oh, I forgot we're doing crude oil, aren't we? Which is cool. Maybe we'll aim to bring in some more of this. So yeah, I'll do some planning for what we're going to mine and bring back to our rocket. Going to start off with collecting some liquid. I'm going to send this water into these liquid reservoirs, as well as send some crude oil over here so we can bring back more water and crude oil. There's Beta looking out in space. And we'll be very interested in knowing what these two objects are. Beta. Oh, back in on the home world. Sure, actually, why not have a quick look. Make sure everything is fine. Some cooking going on for our hatches. Oh, that's right. We have the hydrogen too. All right. Why don't we, since we brought it, take one of these hydrogens and send them into our rocket, or in our base rather, up here. How bad would this be if I open this up? We'll find out. Empty that, guys. Boom. I mean, they're wearing Atmos suits, really, so should be fine, right? That should enable this to go, and eventually that will send some hydrogen for power. Water being loaded from in here. Another thing we want to dig out is copper ore. Alright, with that, let's do some digging for that copper ore. Marked a few locations for a little bit of digging. See, some of these guys have turned into long hair. We'll bring them back, see if we can change that by heating them up. Wonder if it's worth putting in some tiles like here. Also gave out my, well, except for bait, obviously, a bunch of digging skills, since this will be the digging phase. It's a priority, didn't even think of that. Priorities for beta. Research. There we go. I'm going to go after some of this iron ore as well. Might as well take this out. Lots of hydrogen. Oh. And what was that? An asteroid, obviously. Let's go have a look. Route to Lin. Excellent. So we'll go over to this asteroid at some point. Let me just see if I can remind myself. Cool slush is over there. Metal rich, nice. Get the space biome, jungle. Oh, pips. So that could be extremely useful. Oops. Maybe take diamond. Why not? Oh! Another one. Goopy bow. So this is where we've got the swamp. I'm expecting to get gold amalgam in there once we go to that location, which is very nice. Some digging. Actually, can we even get in there? We can't get over here either. And we can do a little bit of digging here. That water. Is that going to I mean, the dupes are wearing Atmos suits. So probably shouldn't worry about that. Let's get this ladder further down. I'm thinking after this, we won't have any more issues. I started with the metal ore asteroid. I don't feel metal poor anymore after this. Some algae as well. Yeah, I'll grab the algae. We're here for all kinds of stuffs. Oh. Yeah, of course that would happen. How are we doing for crude oil? Still going around on that. Temperature of water do we have here? Why don't we go in here, lock this guy off. Do this too. Lock that off from the top. And let's specify sweep everything. Let's clear the floor here. And push this up. Just questioning, should I take this water home? I'm thinking I will. That being the case, let's get down here. Actually, no, never mind. Let's just do this. Build a pump down here. Make sure that it's not... Oh no, it wouldn't be too hot. 64 degrees. No, no. So we'll build that out of copper. Come back to that. I will do a little bit more planning to see. Oh, some water over here as well. We might as well join this, I figure. All right, we've got some of these that can be destroyed. Eventually have these loaded into the rocket. Oh, look at all the crude oil. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, and amazing. I'm going to continue to load crude oil here, but then I thought to myself, with respect to the water, why wouldn't I build a little bit higher? That way the pathway from here to the rocket is less. We completed this. Reduce visibility. Not yet. Oh, I see why. Beta just doing their thing. Put in a few more of these. Another one? Oh, I was not expecting that. Oh. Okay, this is going to be a useful asteroid. Cool slush, cool salt, metal poor, that's alright. And more pep, ocean biome, and radioactive biome. Okay, we're definitely going there, I can guarantee that. So we want to get power in a pipe. Start the process of mining this. Is that sand? Yeah, I thought so. Send that up there. Disconnect that. Destroy this. Let's make our way in here so we can access this guy. May have to stop myself from collecting every morsel thing. But I do want a healthy supply of all the stuff. Alright, so we'll also want to have that water. Actually, why don't we do a double load, or will we have enough time by the time I do my plan down here? Okay, what I'm thinking now, I'll come back and figure out what I'm actually going to do, but what I'm thinking of doing is going down like this, but there's a risk. It's warm. Probably the biggest risk is to the oil well. So I might be smart to kind of not go directly down and rather kind of make my way around somewhere. I'll do a little planning and we'll figure out what I decide to do. So the way I have decided to approach this is to enter from over here. We'll put in some tiling just to make it easy to get back and forth. Get a ladder going down. Bring in a fire pole too. So we're just avoiding the heat from going into this guy. Oh yeah, we had a cooling system. Forget about that. Alright, let's put in fire pole. Complete our ladder. We can make our way down in here. Maybe switch to igneous rock, probably make a little bit more sense by this point. Yeah, just make a fire pole going down in here. I don't know that I should be super worried about scorched plants, but just to be safe, we're going to dig them out from the bottom. And we'll do a similar pattern over on this side as well. Maybe making our way down, we'll make that happen right there. And give ourselves a little bit of tiling going across there. Let's check on water. Awesome. Crude oil, also nice. And I'll plan out some extraction plans around here. So here are the mining plans. Bunch of ladders and digging around everywhere. I think every dupe has the extreme digging, as well as other digging skills. This is going to give us access to critters, lead, fossil. Okay, how are we doing? Microchips, eco power banks. Good number of eco power banks. Glad we brought the coal. Why don't we go? I see hydrogen is low again. Oh, that was all. Okay, that's right. That was all the hydrogen. Fair enough. Slowly making our way down here. Open this up for fire pole on this side. Area complete, so we can get rid of our telescope. You know, I gave everyone the digging skills. I'm realizing now that there is a bunch of... Oh, I can take... Yeah, let's get beta on building. Maybe one strength booster. Just curious. Not that I'm going for achievements by any means. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Actually, probably don't have to worry about this because there's probably not that many. Like green light. Good egg. Finely tuned machine. Yeah, completely ignoring achievements on this run. Job sustainability. Of course we would have that one with our Bionic dupes with that most valuable Bionic. Install 8 booster. Did I? I didn't know that I gave out full... or whatever. Alright. I think I might rejig some of the skills in here because I think I'm too heavy on digging, not enough building and carrying skills. So I think I'm going to approach mining in this little section a little differently. Instead of sending the ladders around everywhere, what if we just dug from the top layer down? Also have this pipe going up. Oh, right, I forgot. We also have been forgetting, or no longer have water going into our water line, including that electrolyzer, because that was connected into here. We also don't have any water going up there. Is that a power issue? Okay, so we've got some issues. What is going on? This might be... No hydrogen, and the coal that we have is too much. Alright, where are we with power banks 174? I might have to disable some... Oh, whoa. Oh! Forgot. Let's make that a priority. Okay, this should help to some degree. So water is piping, pushing through, but I might redirect this from here into here. And let's take this line here. And we will connect this guy up like this. Over like this. So we've got some of the water that we're going to use just for the keeping oxygen in the air, and then we'll put the rest up in this direction. All right, how did we do over here? Good. Okay, let's check that we've got oxygen in our electrolyzer. We do. I want to make sure we've got water starting to pump up here. That's essentially this guy right here. We'll continue digging along like this. And how about we open this up? Oh, whoa. That's a bleach stone storage. Just realized. Maybe do this first then. I'm glad I caught that. Not that saving bleach stone in here is probably going to be super useful now that I think about it, but whatever. Okay, crude oil going down here shouldn't be the biggest issue. I don't think that's going to make its way over here. Could be wrong. Or thought, but I don't have anything here that actually checks this. So let's do this. Say above that. And just clear, 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 and clear. Let's just check that we've got water on the way up starting to be loaded in here. We do. Oh, I knew something like that was going to happen. Alpha, let's get you out of there. Oh, didn't get you out of there, did we? And maybe get access along that way. And we'll build a system for getting along that way and that way. I should be running at higher speed. I upped the speed from, I think it was 18, now it's at 25 with fast speed here. We'll see how this works out. That'd be crazy to do this. Could result in dupes temporarily being oh, I could also right. Okay, that's the other thing. Could also make it such that they can't reach. And forcing me to do some builds. Yeah, like this and this. Whoops. See a little bit of fossil in here on that side. Coal. Iron. We're going to have fun loading all this material in the rocket, but I think that's going to be another day's problem. Okay, so building a second line that's going to load liquid over here. That's from this guy. We're going to start digging into this zone. Kind of like the idea of just digging down. Winning, sending ladders all around. Alpha tackling that for us. Oh, actually, should I even care? Maybe we'll just rip that down. Another crude oil, crude oil, crude oil. It'll probably be the end of that. Oh, speed things up. Because I don't think there is much to be concerned about other than we're just digging, moving. Other than dupes getting stuck. That's really the only big danger, I think. Technically go up here as well. Grab a little bit of copper. Cool as well. Where are we? If we ever get too low in eco power banks, that's probably the one thing that's going to make us abandon this mission early. Now I will have to have a path across here so that we can go get some of the resources over there afterwards. Okay, excellent. Grabbing some iron ore from over here, some algae. More algae. One of these plants. Just do that. A little bit of fossil here. What's this? Oh, igneous rock. We don't need that. Dig, dig, dig. Oh, alpha. Hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And we are nearly at the bottom of this biome with tons of resources to be able to gather. Alright, anything else? I'll have a look around and see if there's any last things to dig out before the big collect starts. So selected just a few more spots, a little bit of coal, a little bit of algae here and there. And some algae. Algae would be nice on space travel, since I think there's going to be a fair bit of that. Found a little bit of iron. Definitely want to grab that. And then I've got to stop. We've got to get this moving back, such that we have other priorities, such as building this massive or specialized rocket for bionic dupes. Sand could also be nice for filtration, actually. All right, how are we doing for our water? Getting that put in here. Taking that a bit of time. I don't think we're gonna grab all the water, just because, like I said, might have better things to do. Now we're realizing we're sending the hotter water here. Well, that's fine. Actually, that means the cooler water's coming with us. So I'll put this in. Actually, as we start to load, which is what I'm going to work on next time, the water can continue to load, actually. So, actually, that's not a bad thing. Keep this going. Get this built. Get a copper up here. Though, oh, that's a bit of a hard thing to get to. This also, well, I gotta be careful. Is that gonna ruin radiation protection? No, I don't think it will. I want to put this back because I think that's part of the nature reserve. Okay. All right. Well, I think that may be good for today. So a lot more resources. Well, it's stuff I already have, so I don't think that's going to fundamentally change my game, but the algae will be good for space. We are short. We're actually, yeah, we are short metal actually. So having that is going to be super useful. The fossil, because we're going to be making steel and trying to melt a rocket wall. The fossil is probably absolutely a key component. Anyways, actually, maybe there's just see some. No, I don't think there's that much value in coal unless I go to other asteroids. Okay, let me think if there's just any other key thing. Oh, the critters. But I don't want the critters to be crammed. So next time, I'm going to bring in the resources first, physical resources, and then critters. And then while that's going on, hopefully we'll get a bunch of liquid in here. So just a few more places. I think the probably most important is here and here with that little bit of iron. And I'm also realizing I could get some of the dupes to start loading while Alpha does the last little bit of digging I might want to do. Anyways, that's going to do for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll see you next time with the Energy Vampires.